You are tuned in to What Up Baltimore online radio. Please note that the views and opinions expressed on this channel are of the host and not of LadyJ Media. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, What Up Baltimore TV. And if you really don't want to miss any of the shows, hit that notification bell and you'll get a message every time we come on. Now, we got it from here, so sit back, relax, and stay tuned.
I know you do, because that's what I do. I give you that kind of love that makes you come back. I'm your pusher, baby. I'm your
Hey, little black boy, let me holler at you for a minute. I was once in your place. You should respect what I say. Some of the things I'm about to tell you just may save your life in the world right now. Much is right. Little black boy, you're gonna see and experience all sorts of things, but don't let your mind be locked in a chain. Poetry is my therapy. Poetry is my therapy. You see, it gets me through so much shit. When I put pen to paper, man, it gets me through so much shit. Pushing and pressing my pen, the ink is insulin. 6 units before breakfast, I count my carbs. I can't be reckless. Maintain a decent sugar level, because if my shit drop, it could be detrimental. Poetry, though, that's my therapy. Back and forth to the dispensary. I need the right strain. What do you got for inflammation and pain? Terpene, limonene, I don't know what the hell you mean. I want that indica hybrid sativa. I need her that marries a cheetah, because everybody see a poetry. That's my therapy. Something therapeutic happens when I go to create. Is there something about putting the right word with the right line to make them both come together like you and your partner at the very same time? 2 souls sharing the same vibe, poetry. That's my therapy. I press every day. Giving up is not an option. A devil going down today. You know me and that Negro, we stay boxing. He got me on the ropes. But I'm guard body Ali. I hit him with the rope of dope. The champ is here. The champ is here. And I fight every ounce of fear. I just do it like Nike, the goddess of victory. You know he's in here. Poetry. That's my therapy. Sometimes that shit, it keep me up at night. It's the little light in mine that keeps me up writing that one last line. I need it. I need it. I need it like the air I breathe. If I didn't have it, I don't know where I'd be. I could have been serving a 1 to 3. My wife and kids could have buried me. But poetry is my therapy. Hello. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Spitfire Poetry Shutdown. I am your host, John Hansboro. It is October the 4th, 2023 on this Wednesday. It was a beautiful day today. It was a really nice day. Wednesday. I got so much I want to get out and say today, so I'm gonna try to stay on course because I got an hour and I got a lot that I want to share. So this is being brought to you by LadyJ Media, Butterfly Entertainment. Make sure you log on to the YouTube page and check out the What Up Baltimore TV page. Log on to that on YouTube, download it, subscribe to it, follow us. There's a lot of good things going on in the community, and you don't want to miss out on it. But if you're watching What Up Baltimore TV, you will not miss anything at all. All right. I also want to say before we even get started, my heart goes out to everyone at Morgan State for what happened yesterday. I don't live far from there, so that was a crazy. That was crazy. I don't live far from there at all. But anyway, my heart goes out to all of y'all, everybody. You know, I'm praying for everybody in any situations. I want to say happy birthday to my lovely mother, Victoria Hansboro. Happy birthday. Yes. Happy birthday, Victoria Hansboro. I dare not tell her age, but I tell you one thing, the age that she is, you wouldn't think that she's that age because she looks a lot younger. Let's just put it that way. But I love you, Ma. I had a wonderful day with my mother today. Me and my wife went to brunch with my mom early today. Took her to brunch. That was great. And then I just been enjoying this wonderful Wednesday. This weather's been pretty good, you know. You can't really judge it. You don't know whether to put a sweater on or a pair of shorts when you go out the door, but it is what it is, right? So, as always, my books are available on Amazon. Unusual Favor, Spitfire Poetry Volume 1 and 2 are also on Amazon. Look out for Spitfire Poetry 3 and Unusual Favor 2 coming out sometime this month or possibly November. I've been putting it off a month ago, but it's time to really drop that right now. Shout out to my sister, Arthur Polar Shakespeare. Make sure y'all get her book, Do Not Ever Assume. And her part 2 to that book, where my sis book drop October 18th. October 18th. Follow Arthur Polar Shakespeare on Facebook. Get her new book on October 18th. Yes, October 18th. Shout out to my man XO. Yeah, you want to get her book. You want to get Do Not Never Assume too. I'm sure she's probably got a poetry book coming right behind that or something. But shout out to my man XO. That's her brother. XO is a excellent fucking graphic designer. He does not play any games. I'm telling you, go on Instagram. I'm sorry, go on YouTube. LABAN Whitfield. Laban Whitfield as XO. If you go on Facebook and just check out some of his stuff, man, he does some amazing work. Seriously, he did something for me once, and I'm gonna share that actually later on tonight or tomorrow, probably tomorrow. But shout out to him. Follow him and check out his Red's Design. Yeah, check him out. Red's Design. He does clothes. He does graphic design for your business. I think he's doing some 3D printing over there. I saw some stuff that he 3D printed, I believe, on those hats that was tight as hell, XO. But shout out to my man XO. All right. My family, my new family, I met over the summer. The People Are Free, the free organization. So this is with because they're doing it with someone else, I believe. They're doing that with somebody else. But go to holysmokefree.com or go to Current Hills page on Facebook, I'm sorry, and look for this event that's coming up. Holy Smoke Barbecue and Contest. So this is going to be October 28th. For more information, call 443-418-8613. This is going to be a lot of fun. I grill, but I don't fancy myself as a grill master. So, You know, I just want to smoke and then go eat all the food that they make. So I'll definitely be in the house. Shout out to Karen Hill and everybody over at Free and all of the other working parts that are working together to bring that event on October 28th. Y'all don't want to miss that. That's going to be a lot of fun. Holy Smoke Barbecue and Contest. I'm going to be sharing the flyer a little bit up until then, so I won't let you forget about that. Oh, my sister Shamice, Lady Jacobs. Check out, this is one of her books that she's written over probably 5 years ago now. But I like this. This is a really good book. It's called Holy Day. This is a book of poems that she wrote. Follow her on Facebook and Instagram as well. And the RVA project is a project that she's a part of that she actually put together. Who put this thing together? She put together, and I think that she is doing an event coming up soon as well. But Shamice Lady Jacobs, you want to get her book Holiday, go on Facebook and follow her and see what other items that she has that you might want to get from her, definitely, because she's an amazing writer. That's who it is. Okay. Victorious Living Faith, and Free are doing this Holy Smoke Barbecue and Contest. Like I said, October 28th. You do not want to miss that. That's going to be a lot of fun. Stay on my page on Instagram and Facebook so I can let you know when these events are happening, okay? Is there anything else I'm going to say before I do some more poetry? I hope everyone's having a good day today, a good evening so far. It's already after 7. So I hope you're winding down and, you know, you got off work. You're in that mode or whatever you do when you come home. Take your shoes off. Eat some ice cream. I don't know. Whatever you do. You know, everybody doesn't do the same stuff. Okay. Yeah, my sister. Aneski Anna Comzette. Follow my sister on 4 Authors. Shout out to my man, her husband, Victor. Victor CEO. Follow 4 Authors on Instagram. And I believe Aneski do got a Facebook page. I know Victor does. Victor CEO. You can follow him as well because whatever she's doing, he's doing. They have one awesome team. I love them, the way they operate. Because let me tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you. Me and my wife do a lot of things together, and it's not easy. It's not easy doing work with the one you love all the time. Shout out to my lovely wife as well. I got a surprise for y'all in a couple of weeks with Miss Shalonda Hansboro that I don't want to put it out there just yet, but maybe next week I'll share that information with you. But like I said, 4 Authors, go and look them up on Instagram. Now, my sister Aneski Anna Comzette is about to start her own podcast. I'm so fucking happy and hyped for this. I really am. She is a wonderful, wonderful artist, poet, producer. Like, she do it all. Right? All right. But yeah, look out for her new podcast. Now, I can only imagine some of the things that's going to be topics on this show. I'm telling you, this is seriously, this is going to be good. I'm really excited about this. I'm so happy for her. I will be sharing all of her shit that she puts out on social media, on all of my social media sites. So you will know when she is doing events. Also, check her out. She does the the SmackDown Saturdays. Shout out to my guys over there at, I forgot the name of the spot now, on Kirk Avenue. Oh, man. Y'all know who you are. Shout out to y'all. I did a live show from there like 2 or 3 times. Also, if you want to holler at me, the number here is 443 293-2753. Holler at the Spitfire Poet with unusual favor. I'm just hanging out tonight, relaxing. It's been a busy week. I'm glad it's winding down. We already on Thursday now, even though it's Wednesday in my house, it's Thursday. My girls don't have school on Friday, so tomorrow is our Friday night to start the weekend. But shout out to my girls too, Jalon and Jocelyn. I'm so proud of them. They both are doing wonderful in school. My youngest baby brought me her progress report today, and I had a moment. I must say that was wonderful. Both of them are doing great. So keep them. I gotta try my best. Me and mommy, we try our best to keep them busy and doing things. All right. So let's do some more poetry. What a whoa. One more. All right. My man, Denzel Norris. Check out Denzel Norris. Now look, this is a book of Denzel's freestyle poems, as you see, right? I met this brother in a mall, at Columbia Mall. He's got a kiosk in the mall where he sells a number of his books, poetry books. He's got like a fiction book. You know, he has a lot of different things over there at that kiosk. It's right in Columbia Mall. I forget what store he's in front of, but I'm not going to plug them anyway if I did know it. But anyway, yeah, Denzel Norris. Look him up, man. That's a good positive brother right there. I talked to that guy in the mall for about, at least 10 to 15 minutes, and was good conversation, a wonderful spirit, man. And I could just see the drive. I could see the hustle and motivation in him. Just the way he was listening to me talk, and then the way that he was speaking to me about what he's doing. That shit inspired the hell out of me. It really did. So I think what I'm gonna do first. One more. All right. I want to share a book with you all to read. All right, especially for my fellas out there. Ladies, I'll have something for y'all next week, but all my fellas, you need to check out The Way of the Superior Man. The Way of the Superior Man. This is a wonderful book. It just gives you a lot to think about as a male in this society, and how we carry ourselves, how our families view us, things of that nature. So check that book out. Rest in peace to Mr. Newkirk. Shout out to my sister also, Cassandra, Queen of the Pen Newkirk. But her late husband told me about this book. And I got it after I saw one of his, after I heard one of his podcasts, and that book, that made me look at a lot of stuff differently. I ain't gonna lie, that's a really good book. So you want to check that out if you can. All right. The Way of the Superior Man. The Way of the Superior Man. All right. Now let's do some poetry. All right. What I'm gonna do is, so I carry a lot of books around with me all the time, right? I keep books in my pockets, especially as of late, because over the summer I kind of had like a little bit of a writer's block. I wasn't writing a lot of shit this summer, but as of late, I've kind of gotten into a groove that I like, that I'm familiar with, that I like to stay in as long as I can. Of writing and coming up with stuff that's just, straight from my heart of how I feel. But I started some poetry in a couple different books. So I just want to give y'all a little bit. Some of them, none of them are finished. It ain't just some. None of them are finished at all. I'm going to share some finished stuff with you guys in a little bit. But, excuse me, these are all new stuff that I've written within the last probably 48 hours. and I'm not even done writing it. I'm still writing it. Poetry truly is my therapy. Anybody that's extremely close to me knows that poetry is my therapy. It saved my life. It really did. This whole um, journey that I've been on since 2013 has just changed everything. And I just thank God for everything that He's doing every day. All right. So, look, I want to share this poem with y'all that I started the other day. God, I can't remember my man's name. I'm terrible with names. My man Jay, not Jay Funk. Shout out to my man Jay Funk, the super producer. But my God, Jay, I can't remember his last name, man. But anyway, a friend of mine called me and was talking about how they wanted to do something with the youth. What can we do that can impact the youth and the children, give them a day of everybody at a gathering doing poetry and spoken word, and we got rides and bounces and all of that stuff out there, good food and stuff. And after talking to him, it inspired me to write this poem that we were talking about. Actually, he gave me the idea. All right, because what we were talking about is what he wanted to do, which last night an MC saved my life. That's what he was talking about. Shout out to my man Jay. All right, so last night a poet saved my life. Their words and metaphors were uplifting. The tone of their voice left me hanging from a cliff, reaching for every word like my life depended on it. Last night a poet saved my life. Last night a poet saved my life. Saved my life when my wife was gone. I went to an open mic. It opened up some insight. Never knew so many things could be made with words. Last night, a poet saved my life. Gave me insight. Made me see a new light that I was drawn to. Gave me inspiration. Last night, a poet saved my life. Last night. So I'm gonna finish that and give y'all the rest of that in a week or two. Okay. I'm gonna share this one too. How far did I get on this? All right. I'm just giving y'all raw, straight stuff that I have written out of some of the little books that I carry in my pockets. And then all of my other books that I've really written a lot of stuff in. I keep them in a book bag. I don't carry them around. It's just too heavy. All right. But I don't even have a title for this one. God is my defibrillator. Once I was blind and now I see who God is because he's inside of me. He paces my heart if it's beating too slow. He'll give me a jump start. The EKG machine couldn't determine my rhythm of my heart. I grabbed my pen and sat down to write. Nothing came out. I had no insight. That last part was a freestyle. I didn't even know what that was coming up, but I didn't finish that one either. I think I got inspired by that when I was at my wife's. I can't say at my church too because I am a member there. I may not go every Sunday, but I am a member there. But anyway, I got that inspiration, man, when I was at a service. And this happens to me a lot, especially back in like 2013. It started 2013, 2014. Shout out to Bishop Michael Wallace. I would be in church and I could just hear something from a pastor, or not even that. It could be somebody sharing something, a testimony or something, and it just gives me something, a jump start, an idea, something for me to write about, right? I said I was going to share everything. I don't know what this. Okay, I don't have a word title for this one either. I think this is only a few bars. Right. I think it's only a few bars. I don't even know when I wrote this. I feel like a failure. My pockets are bare. I can't buy. I just stare. I say shit like money don't grow on trees. Truth is, daddy can't get what you need. Pay one bill, here comes another. Pay one bill, here comes another one. Indeed.com. I search for work, press and send. Send on that button till my fingers turn white like pale. My check in the mail, but the money is spent. How many of us get checks and the money spent already before you even cash it? Don't lie, you out there. I know you are. Oh, that brings me to something else. Oh, shit. Okay, so I want to share another poem with you guys. And this was inspired by my sister Cassandra, Queen of the Pen Newkirk. I cannot remember the name of the poem, but I had it on my show a few years ago. I think it was about 2 years now. And she shared this poem that had something to do with the weight of money, I believe. And I don't know, the way she did it, her cadence, like it did something to me and inspired me to write something that I called Lesson Class Seminar Session. Lesson Class Seminar Session. And let me make sure. This is Spitfire Poetry Volume 1. I want to see if I got this one in here because I know 443-297-4753 is a number to call in if you want to holler at the Spitfire Poet with unusual favor. I thank you all for watching and following me and man, buying my merch. As a matter of fact, oh shit, October too. What is going on with me? All right, October. This is of course Cancer Month, Cancer Awareness Month. My heart and prayer goes out to everyone who has lost somebody to that disgusting, horrible cancer, or my prayers are with anyone that's dealing with it to be inspired to keep fighting. Okay, lesson, class, seminar, session. Hit me up, though, at John Hansboro, the number 13 at gmail.com. I still got T-shirts. I got a lot of the, I got a couple hoodies, but I got more T-shirts than anything. Hit me up at John Hansboro, number 13 at gmail.com, and I can make sure we can hook up somewhere, or you can log on to my website that should be up in a few days and purchase it from there. Me and my wife's website, actually. Shout out to my lovely wife, Shalonda Hansboro, of Unusual Favor Creations. All right, so lesson, class, seminar, session. I believe it's maybe in volume 2. Let me see. I know about heart, but I don't want to mess it up if I don't. But I said I was just going to go raw today, so it's going to be what it is. I don't think this is in this one. Okay, but this one is Spitfire Poetry Volume 2. All right. This is called Lesson Class Seminar Session. Shout out to Aneski Anna Kamzet. I did this at a poetrical experience that was written by her, that featured myself and a bunch of other wonderful, awesome damn poets who we all had our own poetry, and she took everyone's piece and put it all together on like maybe 7 to 8 different scenes. I've done a lot of plays with a lot of people, but this right here was, and they all have been fun. I'm not gonna say, everybody that I've done anything on the stage with is definitely been fun. My sister, Mahogany, Toya, Woundworks. Shout out to Woundworks. I love y'all. I learned a lot there actually. But I did that poem and 2 other ones, but at that poetical play that she read. that she had written. But this one is called Lesson Class Seminar Session. Lesson Class Seminar Session. Just a few things our people are missing. You see, you can't complete the job without the right tools. That's why they don't care what happens in our schools. They know you're not going to a parent-teacher night. Your kid failing in geometry, but you got all the angles. Take that picture at the stoplight. Live a different life on social media. You don't want it unless it comes expedient. Lesson, class, seminar, session. Just a few things our people are missing. Lesson, class, seminar, session. Just a few things our people are missing. Financial literacy. What the hell is that, you ask? I'm glad you did ask, because you all invest your stacks in J's and handbags at zero growth and no return. In the end, nothing's earned. But you fresh to death with nothing left, waiting on your mother's next stimulus check. Invest in yourself so you make the hours. If you work hard enough, it's you that's empowered. Lesson, class, seminar, session. Just a few things our people are missing. Set a goal and stay focused. And when you reach that goal, set a goal and stay focused. Try your best to be consistent. Make the negative non-existent. He gave you a helpmate, but your funky ass chose the assistant. Lesson, class, seminar, session. Just a few things our people are missing. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Shout out to everybody over there at that I did that poetical experience with. I'm telling you, man, everybody's energy and the people that are the new people that I consider all of them friends. I may not talk to y'all all the time, but I got love for all y'all. That was a wonderful fucking experience working with y'all. Very inspirational. So let's go to something else. I don't think I did all that shouting yet. I know I did. Poetry is my therapy. Again, anybody wants to call in and holler at me, 443-297-4753 is the number. If you're a poet out there that's been on the show, you want to hit me or something, hit me up, call in, talk to me, all right? And author spotlight. This is the 4th, 11th, I think on October 18th. It's either the 18th or the 25th. We're going to have a new author on Author Spotlight. So I'll be sharing that flyer very soon. All right. Forgive the Saints. This is one of my very first, probably one of my first 5 poems that I've written. This is one of them. Forgive the Saints. Forgive the Saints, because I could care less for title or rank. That devil deceive you. He's nothing but evil. When you're full of the Spirit, nothing comes near. Jeremiah moaned, it's like fire in my bones when the pastor reaches a certain tone and zeroes in on the problems you own. You cried and you wept it. You came to accept it. Endure it the night because that joy is unexpected. And change your heart. That's the start of something you took part. It's not fashion or art. Come into the ark and save your soul and walk streets of gold. It's about eternal life, not thousands of lights. Tell me what went wrong as we sing that song on benches with palms. And my favorite Psalms is 30. Of course, I cried out, oh Lord, and you swung that sword. Lord, how I see... Cried out, oh Lord, and you swung a sword. Now I'm beginning to see how you swung a sword. I got to run that back. And I see, this is what happens. This is what happens. And another poet told me this too, that I'm starting to do. Whenever I'm going over anything old or even new that I'm trying to memorize, once I started and run through it, if I screw up in any way, you don't just keep going. Just start it all over again. That's the only way you're going to really get it in. And I like to have it in me so I can give you all of the emotion that I feel everything, right? Forgive the saints. Chicago care less for title or rank. That devil will deceive you. He's nothing but evil. When you're full of the spirit, nothing comes near it. Jeremiah moaned, it's like fire in my bones when the pastor reaches a certain tone and zeroes in on the problems you own. You cried and you wept it. You came to accept it. Endure the night because that joy is unexpected. And change your heart. That's the start of something you took part. It's not fashion or art. Come into the ark and save your soul and walk streets of gold. It's about eternal life, not thousands of likes. Tell me what went wrong as we sing that song on benches with palms. And my favorite Psalms is 30 as of course. My favorite Psalms is 30, of course. I cried out, oh Lord, and you swung a sword. Now I'm beginning to see how you live in the tightest of places. It's also amazing. Chasing after you and I'm blue. They said it was you that made it all true. So what's there to do except keep praising you? I mean, you are the reason I'm walking and breathing. Forgive the saints. Forgive the saints. Oh, I'm about to share. This is one of my favorites right here. All right. Shout out to all of the medicinal cannabis users. All right. This is called Coffee in a Joint. I got up early this morning and had my coffee in a joint. My dogs wake up as soon as they hear that toilet flush. They want to go outside. I open their cage and they run right out, pushing me straight to the side. I step on the patio to check out the scenery with my coffee in a joint. Yell upstairs to wake up my kids after my coffee in a joint. Really, I'm a tea drinker, but sometimes I just love the smell of that coffee in a joint. Don't judge me after prayer. My day starts with coffee in a joint. I check my emails and return my messages with my coffee in a joint. Really, I'm a tea drinker, but sometimes I just love the smell of that coffee in a joint. At the kitchen table with my wife sipping coffee in that joint. Thinking of the things I need to do today with my coffee in a joint. My cell phone rings, shit, I may not answer. I'm having my coffee in a joint. You see, because life is precious and the little things, they matter. Like my coffee in a joint. Coffee in a joint. That's one of my favorites right there. Coffee in a joint. This one is untitled. That's not a poem. That's something else. Okay. With I don't know. I hope we don't have to go through this again, but with this COVID doing what it's doing, and you know, a lot of this, the cold season, flu season, whatever this shit is that we dealing with, I know it's a lot of people that I know that are sick, sniffling, and snotting, and I got to keep my mask on at my part-time place. I definitely don't want to give that out because I love that too much. Shout out to all of the wellness centers out there. But yeah, man, you know, when you deal with a lot of people on a day-to-day basis, you touch a lot of people's hands, exchanging currency, whatever, you know, you got to wash your hands a lot, keep that mask on. If a lot of people right in front of you, hey, LadyJ, how you doing? If a lot of people standing right in front of you, I thought she was coming on. But so I want to share quarantine. I wrote this during the 2020 quarantine that we were dealing with. I wrote a few things during that time, and I also released Unusual Favor too. That's my first book that I've written that I released right around my birthday in 2020. So, but anyway, this is called Quarantine. Quarantine, trying my patience. That's a true understatement. That shit's running short like a fat ass nigga on a basketball court. My kids eating up all the damn food. They saying depressing shit on the news. Got my mama worried and confused. She hits my phone in a hurry whenever she hears something new. Lord, help her find something to do. My 8-year-old was up till 4 a.m. Man, this mess gotta end. What you gonna do when Hogan run down on you with an 8 p.m. curfew? Get all the essentials. I write with pens, not pencils, so it can't be erased. I learned from my mistakes. Tired of containment, I walk from my bedroom to my basement, spending time in every room. What else is there to do? Barbershop closed, hair salons too. Your lady tries to line up your hair, just stop it. And she looks like she stuck her finger in that socket. Hairdo is whack. She got to put on a hat. If my kids ask me for another snack, I think I may snap. If I hear the word unsub one more time, my wife, she got to chill with that Criminal Minds episode after episode. How many series they got? I'm going to unplug that Fire Stick and turn off this Wi-Fi. That is quarantine. Quarantine. That was quarantine. So I hope and pray that we don't have to deal with that again, and I don't have to write another one that's dealing with that foolishness. But just, I ain't even gonna say about that one. Yeah. So next, what do we want to do? What do we want to do? I haven't said this. I haven't did this in a long time. All right. It's got to be the last days. It's got to be the last days. This is one of my first 10 poems I've written too. When I first really, sat my ass down and was trying to come up with content and trying to figure out the way to express myself, but do it in this art form, right? Because it is therapeutic for me. Therapy, poetry is my therapy. It's got to be the last days when our children walk the street in the days. Feels like no hope in their ways. Instead of prayer and glorious days, they run to the corner. They got to get paid. It's got to be the last days when division is among us, just to create a ruckus. Make us choose sides on attempt to keep us in divide, but we must override. Raise your head, keep your stride. It's got to be the last days when you find yourself looking in the mirror and it doesn't get any clearer. And you can hear a little voice in your ear saying that the end is near. It's got to be the last days when the president tweets and always wants beef. There's no relief and he needs to be impeached. It's got to be the last days when you don't raise your children. You freshen they pilgrims. What happened to the kids coming first? Don't you know their worth? It's got to be the last days when everyone's so sensitive over just about anything. They don't even want a ring. Just supply all their needs. It's got to be the last days when the only real thing holy is a shirt and it's dirty. Because of money you owe me, you tiptoe slowly. It's got to be the last days. You say, why? Because the shit is over. That is the last days. Get off the ledge. I don't want to do that one. Get off the ledge. Hey, shout out to my sister Van Green. Another great supporter. She shares my stuff and does a lot. Shout out to Van and Miss Joyce. Everybody over at What Up Baltimore. This is really fun. I've been with LadyJ, man, for a few years now. And I don't see anywhere but up from here. I really don't. This platform, I love having this platform and being able to bring people on here to express themselves, especially in hopes to help inspire somebody else. That's my thing, And sometimes I inspire myself. I go back and watch some of these from, 2021 or 2022 artists poets that I had on here, that I look at it and get inspired, re-inspired all over again by what they said in their piece. Shout out to Kiana Roy. She's one. I haven't heard any poetry from her in quite some time, but I had her on my podcast one evening. She's been on my show like 3 times, but one evening she was on, and that experience was something that I will always remember because that really made me feel good. So yeah, shout out to Van, shout out to Miss Joyce. We got in the family. Yep. Shout out to Miss Joyce. Like I said, log on to What Up Baltimore TV, download and subscribe to the What Up Baltimore TV page on YouTube. All right. Shout out to LadyJ and everything she's doing. Make sure you follow her. LadyJ, I think it's about time for a baptism. Y'all gotta check her out when she does these baptisms. I am a fan of that. I really am a fan of the baptism. She really puts it out there and reads people and tells it like it is, as far as I'm concerned. Honestly, really in her way, and I love it. Baptism. So yeah, I need one of those, LadyJ, please. But yeah, guys, follow her. She's always doing something in the community. Check out her son, my man. Her son, jeez. Her son, Anthony. Oh God, what's his first name? Something Anthony. But he is I'm about to look him up right now. He is a model. He's doing a lot of things in the modeling industry right now. And he's a very smart young man. I'm really proud of him, man. I like that kid. He's a good guy, and he takes really good care of his mother. You did a wonderful job with him. What else I want to share today? Let's see. Oh, I got 2 more books that I doodle stuff in. So, like I said, I'm gonna let y'all see some of the shit that I write when I'm at work or wherever I am. All right. This one isn't titled either. But I'm gonna just go in and let you guys hear this one so you can see where and hear where my mind was at when I wrote that one. All these bottled waters. Is the water restriction straight yet? What's going on with that? Why the hell are we having issues with water? What's going on, man? All right. Oh, how I love you. Whenever I need you, you come through. Take away my pain in every way. Nothing better than blowing my problems away. Zaza, Snoop Dogg, Khalifa. And that what grandma say. All right. This is another one that I've written, I think Sunday. Is it me? Just tell me. Is it me? I'm asking because things have changed and I'm so confused. Don't know what to address you as. Him, her, they. How about I just point to you because I don't know what to say? Things are sensitive, people on edge, cut them off, and at the light, you could end up dead. And that's where I stopped on that one. These are my other notes. And there's my other book at. I got another one I want to share some stuff with y'all in. The one of my favorites, I'm going to give y'all while I'm looking for this other one. They say, all of that shouting, is it necessary? Well, my question is, what have they been through that's colder than that month they call February? I'm talking about news that'll make your body ache. And it's out of your control, so you feel you got to participate. It was all good just a week ago. Now I'm in the doctor's office, and they planning my treatment, though. My work has come to a halt, but my bills are longer than a tree stump. I stand in line for aid and assistance. All the while, I feel I'm losing my existence. The lady behind that desk looked at me as a stereotype, not realizing 96 hours prior, I ran a work site. I feel like my back's against the wall, so I pick up the phone, but who do I call? I was stripped of everything with nothing to spare. As I laid on a cold, hard table and stared in the air. God, is this it? Will I see my wife and kids again? If I die and my babies cry, who will make them grin again? My life was saved, though it was full of sin. My doctor said, take a few of these and your pain to come to an end. But no, I must keep going. There's no time to break. But my back's against the wall. And the devil don't hesitate. When he came to me to convince me of my fate, I refused to be a victim and told him, nigga, you too late. When I realized who brought me through it all, my vision became clear as he showed me that picture of it all. He said, son, didn't I tell you I would never let you fall? It was then I decided to serve him in the midst of it all. So if you see me go crazy or start to bang on a wall, it's my way of praising him because he brought me through it all. I love that. I love that. All that shouting isn't necessary. Man, damn lie, because it is necessary. All right, what else we got here? Nothing a joint can't fix. What did I write? Okay, I said I was going to share. Nothing a joint can't fix. I must be getting older. So much shit annoys me. I'm sick of driving ridiculous shit on the road. I'm just trying to get back home, light up my joint, take one to the dome, sit back and watch the Ravens. Prayerfully, they get into the end zone. That's where I stopped at. Shout out to our Ravens, man. They looking good right now. We got to stick with our team, man. All right. I got another doodle that I keep with me. I think I read this one already, that failure shit and that defibrillator. I got that when I was in that church. And then last night, the poet saved my life. So, yeah, I did all of those and those few that I'm still coming up with. So, what else? How much time I got? Not much longer, just a few minutes. Is there anything else that I wanted to share with you all? Again, Holy Smoke Barbecue and Contest, October 28th. Follow Kern Hill. Follow myself, John Hansboro. Log on to my Spitfire page also. I still got that Spitfire page up on Facebook. Go to YouTube. Subscribe to my page as well. Make sure you subscribe. If you have not subscribed to the What Up Baltimore TV YouTube page by now, come on, man. You're missing out. I'm telling you. You really are. You need to get on board. All right. This is a train that is going, and it's just, I don't see any ending, and I'm sorry. I really don't. There's all types of obstacles and shit that we all deal with. You got haters out there. You know how that is. But when you're destined to be who you are and what you're doing is helping so many different people and giving a platform to so many Lady J is giving a platform for me to do it. I've been doing this for 2.5 years. This has helped me to meet other people, for doors that open that I may not have been able to get open before I met her, because when I was doing what I was doing great, but this helped me to reach more people, So, and whatever you're doing, don't give up, man. Pressure away. Do not stop. Don't listen to the bullshit. Don't listen to nobody tell you that you can't do it, because you can. Believe in yourself. Trust in yourself, because you are awesome. Yes, you are. You really are. You got to trust in yourself. Oh, man. This has been great. I need to do these more often, where I'm just giving you you know, I started writing something before the show started. I started about 6 o'clock when I sat down here and just trying to get into a groove, a rhythm of writing my poetry and coming up with something. One of my favorites, my man Langston Hughes, he when he wrote some of his stuff, he would write to like a rhythm, or you know, back in them days it was music all over the place in certain parts of the world. And Langston traveled a lot on ships and stuff like that. That's a whole nother episode. That's what I should do. That I should talk about Langston Hughes on one of my episodes, because that is one of my favorite poets right there. That man been through a lot back in those days. But yeah, don't let anybody tell you what you can't do, man. You just gotta press. You know, you gotta be consistent. And just keep your head down, pray, and everything that you want to do, it'll come to fruition. But you gotta bust your ass. You can't just sit around. It's not gonna come out like that. You're not gonna get it that way. You got to get up and move. Got to move. You cannot just bullshit. All right. You got to work at it. You really do. Seriously. You got to work at it. All right. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Check me out next week, every Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 8. What Up Baltimore online TV on YouTube. Check out the Spitfire Poetry Podcast. Also, there's a few other different shows on there. I meant to share my guys' tactical show that was on today. Let's Get Tactical. That's a very informative show right there. And in the city that we live in, y'all, I'm telling you, man, you may have to bear arms, because it's crazy out here right now. It's absolutely crazy. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following me. If you want to be blessed, you must bless somebody else. Good night. Bless somebody else. If you want to be blessed, you must bless somebody else. Isn't it perfect when you just do it and it cuts right off? And love y'all. Be safe out here.